Welcome everybody back to the channel. It's Semi-Original Guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another replay commentary matchup community battles between the Bold Badger and the Grim Reaper today. Now, this was sent in to me by one of these two players. Today we are going to be playing on the map Amber Valley, which is a standard match. Nothing really too much to it. So this one today has 3 bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 bases in total, and an airport, 2 airports in total, 2 HQs, bunch of terrain, bunch of forests, everything. Everything you could ever ask for, except for a comm tower. This match actually has no comm towers on it. So, day-to-day abilities are going to be very, very important for this one. So our friend Bold Badger today has picked Von Bolt, and as we know, Von Bolt will get that plus 10% firepower and 10% defense to all his units across the board. Fantastic day-to-day ability. Not really the most broken out of there, but still very powerful. His super co-power, the Ex Machina, will do an area effect missile, which will do 3 HP of damage to anything it hits and stun them for 1 turn. Now, the stun is super, super effective. It can sometimes make or break a game, for sure. Alright, then we have our friend Hawk over here, played by the Grim Reaper. Funny, his name is Grim Reaper, and he's not playing Grim. Usually everybody that has Grim in their name is Grimald, but not today. We got Hawk today. Now, Hawk, Von Bolt, we've gone over them tons and tons of times on the channel. It's nothing really new. Hawk will get his plus 10% day-to-day for his firepower across the board. No extra defense. The Black Wave and Black Storm, respectively, will do 1 HP and 2 HP global damage, plus heal them for that exact same amount. It's almost like you just suck the life right out of them and put it into your own being. Fantastic co-power and super co-power. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Probably my favorite pick for the tier 1 genre, for sure. Although, I don't know, maybe I should probably try to pick somebody else, because keep losing this Hawk, but no, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, folks. Alrighty. So I'll just go ahead and toss up some player profiles there, so you can take a look at that. Bold Badger and Grim Reaper. Both are fairly well-rated players. I know that I actually have played Bold Badger before. I can't remember what the result was. Don't remember what the result was. I'll have to go back and look at that. But I did play him before, and I thought it was a pretty good battle. I remember the battle itself, but I don't remember who won. I'm going to say it was him, but either way. Yeah, they're both fairly rated. It's a pretty decent spot, so nothing to complain about there. Okay, righty. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what happens on this match. Now, I remember I briefly looked over this match, and I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like, oh my god, there's some stuff happening here. There's some stuff happening. Oh my god. So, let's get right into it, right? First few days, all we got are our standard infantry builds. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Though for some reason, it is not actually popping up with my what day it is right now. So that's unfortunate. Now, what can you do about that? Nothing. I don't know. I don't know what the setting is. But this is an interesting thing right here. So we're at day 4 already, and already we have our friend Bold Badger coming out with a recon over here on his, would this be the strong side? Yeah, that's the strong side for the south side. So, we got a recon out of our strong side. So, recons on this map, I think, are super, super effective. Now, I remember I played in the Canby Cup recently, and I believe I actually played him in Silvera. He opened up with a recon, actually had 2 recons on the map, and he just whipped them right up there and did some crazy stuff, and I didn't have a very good time against him. But fair win to him. It was a very good play. So recons actually have a really, really cool thing, because we have nothing but roads over here, so their mobility is very, very far. We could whiz a recon all the way up here and all immediately interrupt these 2 cities, as well as possibly get over here in the backlines and harass these ones, depending on what your opponent does, right? But it does look like our friend the Grim Reaper has just built infantry on his turn instead of having a recon out there, right? So let's pop over here. Boom. Right away. Recon just rushes up, blocks the city. So now this infantry is not going to be able to be effective at all. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's kind of just sitting there all willy-nilly, just kind of chilling. so that's unfortunate. But what he could do is, like, he could pop back here, grab this city. Maybe this infantry could go over here, start getting that. This infantry could maybe move down here and possibly threaten the cap on this city, forcing the recon to go over here and attack. But the problem is right now, our friend Grim, he's only got not much funds. Not much funds at all. He'll have 9,000 next turn, so he could possibly build a tank out of this position to threaten the recon, which would probably be a good idea. I think it would be a good idea. Because you don't want that recon just rushing up there doing stuff, right? Alright, but we'll see what else our friend Bold Badger does here. So, caps the city. He's moving back instead of capping this city right here. So, looks like he's going to go for this little chain here. This is about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about a 7-day ordeal to capture all those properties with just 1 infantry. So it's not too bad. It is important to get those. I mean, the sooner you get the airport too, the sooner you get the air units out here. Air units are incredibly effective on this map, for sure. They are just able to front shift like way, way too good, right? And if your opponent builds an anti-air out of one side, you just send the copter to the other side. Easy peasy. Make that anti-air work for his money. That's for sure. Alright, so what else do we got here? We cap our properties. So we're sitting at 6,000 properties now. No, 7,000 properties now. Okay. Not too bad. You know, we're in a pretty good spot here. We could possibly build like an artillery next turn, 2 infantry, depending on what he wants to do. Or maybe just triple infantry, save up for tanks next turn. Alright. Either way, so Grim Reaper, let's go. Let's see what he does. Alright, getting cap on a city, gonna move in kind of close here. Maybe is possibly thinking about interrupting this one. Now, the issue with interrupting a Von Bolt infantry is it just takes so much counter damage and you just do nothing. You just do nothing, and it's just not good. It's never a good time. Because a Von Bolt infantry on a city, that's 140% defense. So that's 140% or 40% less damage that you're just doing on the infantry. It's not good. Not a good time. Anywho, let's continue. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna shift over here. So we're gonna move the infantry here so we can cap this city next turn. Alrighty, so we are going for that one. I probably would have sent this guy backwards to begin getting those cities. Because moving this guy over here, this is kind of putting us a couple turns behind doing it that way. And this infantry, let's see where he goes. Are we just going to stand still? Okay, so we're just going to stand still. But it's not terrible. It's not terrible. You know, you play defensively. This recon is not going to be able to go up over here. But now that we did build the tank out of that position, it does look like our infantry are safe here. I still probably would have... I don't know. It's hard to say. Probably would have moved this infantry forward a little bit, though. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. But other than that, like, you know, you can't really complain. He's moving in. He's capping these properties. He's going to do something here. Although, it does look like Bold Badger could first strike him, but he would lose the infantry eventually because he's got 2 infantry right here. And attacking your opponent on their strong side and your weak side is not really necessarily a good thing to do. And it sounds like something I would do. And, you know, do as I say, not as I do. That's for sure. Alright, so Recon is whizzing past all the way in the back lines now. Yep, that's scary stuff right there. You don't want a Recon just in the back lines just doing stuff. The only problem here that I could see is if Grim decides to build a tank out of this position now, which he can't because he doesn't have enough funds. What he could do is move the tank over here, though, so if this Recon does attack one of these guys, he'd be pretty covered. And he can't hit this infantry anymore. Interesting. Alright. Let's carry on, see what happens. Alright, triple infantry out of the Bold Badger here. Starting cap on this city right here. We have another infantry in position to assist this one, just a little bit out of range. You get the full cover, but that's okay. Alright, so Grim has capped a few more properties. All right, we're sitting at 9k now. Tank gonna move right on the HQ and boldly capping the city right in front of that recon. Now, this is actually a pretty good position for our friend Grim to be in. Now, the tank is perfectly covering this infantry right here. Perfectly covered. Possible. Is he? Is he, though? 1, 2... Maybe not, because this guy could actually come up here, which would leave this guy not being able to hit it. So maybe moving it right here might have been a pretty good idea, just so you'd be able to cover that infantry. What have I done? Ah! Press the button. That's no good. All right, well, let's just carry. Yeah. Alright, Grim is pretty slow at capping these two properties here, though. So that's a little bit tough. It's a little bit of a tough situation to be in. Because these two cities are very, very contested by your opponent's strong side. So I feel it's really important to get them super quick. Because all I can really see is maybe an interrupt happening here from the Von Bolt player, but you have to interrupt from the road. So it is a little bit more risky. But we'll see. Ooh. Okay, so we're just going to interrupt that guy right there. No, I don't think we should have did that. Because, like, on one hand, you do delay the capture, but then you're going to lose the infantry, and your opponent is just going to capture it anyways. But if we attack this guy, your opponent is just going to heal up. So it's a little bit tough. I think I still would have went for this attack over here. Maybe, because that would have caused your opponent to actually waste a few funds repairing too. Which will put him at, like, sort of an odd situation when it comes to gaining funds. This one does prevent your opponent from getting funds for a little while, but... yeah, like, we're just going to lose the recon, and we're going to get no value out of the recon, really. So, I don't know, maybe Bold had, like, a special plan in mind when it comes to that, but I'm not really too sure about it. I'm on the fence about that one, you know? Alrighty, but we'll see what Grim Reaper does to contest that. Finishes caps on a few properties, takes the big shot on the recon, down to 2. Ooh, you hate to see it, hate to see it. Massive damage. And if that was anybody else except for Von Bolt, ooh, could have possibly been even worse. But since it's Von Bolt, we don't really have to worry too much. Now, let's see if we can maybe do something here. Okay, so we built the tank out of here, which is okay. Build an infantry out of here. And we built an infantry out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I probably would suggest, and you don't necessarily have to do this, right? But I think it's a little bit quicker for you to actually build an infantry out of here and get it to the front line rather than right here and get it to the front line. So I probably would have built the tank out of there and the infantry out of here. Just because that would have been able to reinforce this spot a little bit quicker, and the tank would have just been 1 square behind. Because I don't really see the tank moving all the way up here. Like, it probably would, but there's not really any reason for it to. Because your infantry would probably be in front of the tank anyways, but I don't know. That's just some passing thoughts. Ooh, takes a shot at this infantry. Ooh, so we're delaying another cap here. You know, there's nothing else for that recon to really do at this moment too, so that's not a bad shot. But like I said, we still lose the recon, right? So that's not, like, super great. However, Bold Badger does now have 3 tanks in the field. 3 Von Bolt tanks at that too. So, terrifying stuff. Terrifying stuff. And the infantry takes the shot to take it out. I probably would have just started capping because the 1 HP guy is probably not going to do much at this moment. So, yeah, I probably would have just taken it out. Or I would have just started capping. But, Because even if he attacked you, you would have killed it in counterattack anyways. So, I don't know. So we do move the tank all the way forward, so, okay. This infantry is not going to attack an infantry right there anyways, because it's basically suicide to do that. So I still probably would have built the tank out of there, but that's like a very minor thing. And like, it probably isn't even the right move, but it's what I would have done. But that's the difference between me and like somebody that's actually good, right? Alright, so what do we got going on here? So, ooh. Are we going to be able to cover that tank though? Okay, so we got the tank covered. It's kind of risky. I guess not really too risky because it is our strong side, and we're going to back it up with lots and lots of heavy firepower. Okay. This is a smart move too. So taking the infantry back and defending it from this gigantic wave of infantry that's up here. Leaving the infantry right there, while it would seem like a good idea because you would be defending your city, what you're really doing is just sacrificing an infantry to the gods of advance wars by leaving it on a city. Now, the only thing that can happen with that is your infantry is going to die, and these guys are going to move and cap the city anyways. So at least you are keeping your infantry alive to possibly do some more damage later. Okay, so we move our infantry off, take a hit at this infantry here from the Grim Reaper, doing a little bit damage. Probably going to back it up with that 3 HP infantry. No, we're going to move it back on our HQ. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Alright, forming a little wall around this infantry down here. Building an artillery. What else are we going to build? Another tank. Okay. And see, at the moment, it doesn't really seem like there's much of a difference between the two players because they're both sitting at 15,000. But the problem is, Grim took so long to get his backline here that he's actually lost a little bit of momentum with getting these properties here. So I don't know if he's going to be able to safely get this property or not. But that's mostly just due to that early recon rushing up there, right? Oh, big old triple hit. Let's see that again. Okay, so we are moving in here. Ow, ow, and ow. Wow. Not too bad, not too bad. We didn't do a whole lot of damage. We did manage to injure 3 frontline infantry fairly well. But now our front line over there on the weak side is very injured. So it's going to be very easy for Grim Reaper to just take those infantry out because we have at least a couple chains of attacks. We could take this backline infantry in here. Possibly take this infantry completely out. No, it's going to be attacking a bomb bolt, so that would not happen. However, we could dual attack this guy and take it out, and we could actually maybe double up a tank hit on here. Maybe take that guy out. Maybe not. Leave it up to the luck gods. Alright, so it does look like Bold is now pushing in a little bit, not pushing in all the way, keeping a nice little line going, keeping his units out of range of this tank. These 2 tanks are covered by the artillery, so we have no issues there. Alright, so I wonder what Grim is going to do, because this looks like a little bit of a tight situation at this moment. I think we are going to finish the cap on this back here today. No, we're not. Okay, so it's still going to take us 2 days to cap those 2 back properties. What else is going to happen? Artillery rushing up. Okay, so that is a very effective zoning tool here. It's going to prevent the opponent from sitting on this city too. What we really need to do now that we moved that there, is move this infantry over here to block that guy off. So let's see. Let's see if that happens or not. Ooh, nice little hit there. And that is that double attack I was talking about too, so it was possible to do it. Might have been up to a little bit of a luck roll, but it does look like luck paid off today. Ooh, now if we do the double attack with these two tanks, if we do manage to kill it, then this tank would at least not be able to attack from the city next turn. Okay, so we're not going to go up and do the attack. That's fair. That's fair. Ooh, shifting our weak side over to our strong side now, too, with an extra tank for the assault. It looks like we're possibly thinking about doing some kind of an HQ cap over here. Got tons and tons of units. That's going to force Bold Badger to have to, like, front shift a few of his units over here to help contend with that. Ooh, it's looking spooky. All right, Bold, what are we going to do here? We are up quite a bit in funds right now. I think we're going to be sitting at 20k at the end of this turn. Going in for a double attack on that tank. Boom. Ow. Painful. Did manage to take that tank out. So now, Grim Reaper is actually a tank behind. Ooh. Nice coverage with the artillery, too. Alright, so even though the HQ is threatened, it looks like Bold Badger is not going to be letting up anytime soon. Alright, so my only complaint here is I'd probably bring this infantry to sit over here, and then I would bring this infantry to sit on the forest, so that if he did actually come in to attack, which would be suicide, but if he did, wouldn't be able to attack from the forest and get that extra defense. He'd be forced to attack from the plains. So, probably what I would do there. And then your infantry would just be a little bit closer. Now, actually, could actually bring it all the way up here, and even though it would be in range, it would threaten an HQ cap, and then you wouldn't really have the defense. So, I don't know. Either way, not really too much to complain about that. This is a very strong looking position right here from Bold Badger. Alright, so pulling back on the weak side, realizes that there is a huge threat in front of him, so don't want to go too far over there. Ahead by 5k. Ahead by 5k right now in the funds. Oh, lordy. This looks like one of my matches, except normally I'm this guy over here. I'm normally the Hawk, 5k behind. But, you know, Hawk does, like, close the gap a little bit. He's now at 17, so that's not too bad. Looks like we're going to attempt to flip 2 properties. Oh, and we're going on the offensive right now. Great. That is actually super good. Mostly just for guaranteeing the cap here. This battlecopter that Bold Badger built, it is still, like, 2 days away from actually reinforcing, so it's not going to be an immediate threat, but we are going to have to get an anti-air in there, like, stat. We got to get it in there right now. So if we don't build an anti-air this turn, then that is definitely a mistake. Okay, cool. We got the anti-air on the field. We're bringing in a whole bunch of other units. Leaving our HQ, like, bizarrely, like, undefended right now, though. Oh, boy. It looks like we're putting all our cards in to getting the HQ before Bold Badger gets the HQ here. Wow, you normally don't see HQ rushes like this early. Well, I mean, I guess kind of you do most of the time, but if you're going to do an HQ rush, doing it early would be good. But that's just crazy. Like, he's going in heavy. It is good that he's going to get those 2 property flips, though, so that's, like, super good. But we are definitely taking out that HQ. Oh, man. There we go. Parking a tank right on the HQ2 to make sure that Grim Reaper is not going to be able to defend that. That is crazy. We got some... What? Oh. That's insane. Alright, we got, like, massive coverage right here. No tanks. No tanks in position to do anything here. If we don't get something big in here right now, like, it's over. That's it. There's nothing that's going to happen with that. Not true. Actually, Grim could possibly pop the Black Storm and delay it, but, oh man. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Like, it's kind of crazy because, like, Grim down here, he's in, like, almost the exact same position. He's got a little bit more to contend with, but he's super close to that HQ, and there's a medium tank right there. So, classy Bull Badger coming in with the medium tanks. Beautiful. Oh, I just don't know how this is going to go, though. Okay. All right, Grim. Grim, let's see. Let's see what you got. This is looking tough. We're actually down by 30k right now, too. But we flip it all the way up to 20 properties. So now Grim is the one in control of the funds. He is going to be able to bring out the heavy artillery pretty soon. Brings out the Black Storm, or Black Wave, right now. Doing that 1 HP, global damage, healing by 1 HP as well. So that's not bad. Okay, so let's see. We didn't really get like a lot of value out of it. So we only got 6k for 3k, I don't know, 3k value. We took 10k away from our opponent. It's not too bad. Alright, so what did we do with that turn? I don't think we might be able to delay this cap if we sacrifice the infantry. That is possible. We could do a lot of damage to some of these infantry coming into cap with these guys here. However, what else are we going to do? We're going to sap some funds with the medium tank. We're going to sap some funds with the infantries. And that is about it. I don't see much else. If we leave this tank alive, that'll sap some funds. But, I mean, you don't really want to leave him alive, right? Alright, so it looks like that is the thought. We are going to take out some of those infantry and delay those caps. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, just moving a little bit closer with our infantry. Holding that wall right there. Now, despite what is going on by Grim's HQ, he is devoted to getting that HQ down there right now. Like, that's like the goal. He's like, I'm getting it. You're not going to stop me. Smart move here. So building the tank and the battlecopter to defend against this. Bold's got absolutely no anti-airs. They are not going to be able to defend against that battlecopter once it gets up there. Looks like we are actually in range to pop these two right here, which is very, very nice. This tank is going to be able to at least hit something. So, yeah. Hawk is not out of the woods yet. And Von Bolt's still got quite a bit of way to go before he's going to be able to get that Ex Machina. Now, however, if he does get the Ex Machina before the HQ cap, it is almost guaranteed to hit that HQ. Well, actually, maybe not with the medium tank down here. Alright, it does look like we are going to start the HQ cap, so we are 3 days away from victory, if it can be pulled off. Oh boy. Alright, so what is the map looking like right now? We're sitting at 27 to 22 in Bull Badger's favor. Quite a bit of a difference in funds right now, like 24,000 difference in funds, I think. If I'm doing my math right. If I'm not, well, I don't care. It's fine. 14. No, that'd be like 16. 16,000. Okay, whatever. Leave me alone. Oh, and didn't get the KO on that tank. Did follow it up with the infantry to guarantee the KO, and we knock the infantry down to 7. Now that is still a 2-day cap if he manages to get it. And it looks like we are completely surrounding that, going in with the infantry of his own right now too. So we are 1 day away from victory right now if that is pulled off. Ooh. I wonder if we could have pulled this, if we could pull this off. Okay. So, infantry attacks there. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Battlecopter's in range. Tank, or this guy's still here. Okay. It wouldn't have worked either way. But mostly just because this infantry is right here, and he would have been able to just move one space and then bomb. Hits it. Nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. Unless... No. Sorry, folks. Yeah, nothing he could do about that. Now, he could actually get a tank right here if we just attacked a little bit differently, like started with this infantry and took on these two infantry first. We would have been able to actually whisk one of our tanks around to just sit right there. But unfortunately, this wasn't in the cards today. Builds a medium tank of his own out of the weak side. We're doing like massive base skips to get like the heavy artillery out here. Holy moly. Alright, and yeah, when your HQ is this threatened on either side, like you don't build infantry. You build something that's going to be able to get to that HQ fast, because right now we're sitting at 4 and we're sitting at 10. So like if Bold Badger, or not Bold Badger, if Grim Reaper does not break this line and kill this infantry, like it's all over. Now, how are we going to do it? Or can we do it even? I know we can do it. Oh, can we take it down? Yeah, maybe. No. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we're going to block the medium tank. Oh, boy. So the medium tank is blocked. Now, it does look like we're going to be able to stop it. Definitely going to be able to stop it because Battlecopter takes out infantry, double attack with the infantry and the tank. But that's going to leave us like in a very, very bad situation over here anyways. Oh, we only take it down to 2 though. Oh, no. That's so terrifying. Oh my god. Now he's going to be able to join cap that. Oh no. Nice hit on the Battlecopter over here, though. Bold Badger does have the Ex Machina now, though. Oh, boy. Join cap, so we are 8 points away from victory over there. Nice position over here. Nice position. Okay. Alright, so what do we do to stop this now? There's nothing that can really hit it. In my opinion, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to sacrifice the tank. Take this guy out. Well, after we pop the super co-power. Then we're going to have to move in with the Battlecopter, take that out. You really want the tank to die, though. So maybe do it before the co-power. And then move in with the tank afterwards. I think that's going to be the play. Hitting the medium tank, continuing the cap, joins it. Oh, we might not actually even get co-power. Oh, okay, we get the Ex Machina. Where's it gonna hit? Where's it gonna hit? Oh no, that is so unfortunate for him. Oh, the Ex Machina hits right on the HQ, prevents the cap. That unit is stunned. It's not going to be able to function next turn. We do have... Oops. Now, we do have the Black Wave this turn. Boom. Let's see it. What do we do? Okay, we take it down to 9. But are we going to... Like, are we... Oh my god, we might be able to. Because can we move this? Oh my god, please tell me we can hit it with the anti-air. If we can hit it with the anti-air, then it's all over. Move the infantry. Don't even attack with that guy. Just attack with the anti-air. I think it would take it out for sure. We have stopped the cap. Grim Reaper has done it. 2 points to go and he takes it out. Oh my god. Oh, and we still have the cap going on down here, sitting at 8, but all those units are stunned now. It's like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Oh my god, just go... Okay, take this medium tank and just pop that artillery. Just hit it. Why aren't you hitting it? Like, did we move the medium tank? I can't remember. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, we did move the medium tank. Okay, whatever. You're lucky. You're lucky, artillery. Oh my god. Okay, so bold. We're coming back in. We stopped the cap. No HQs are threatened anymore. Oh my god. Terrifying stuff. This is the kind of stuff that'll make you like go to an early grave. Oh my god. Got such heart palpitations. Alright, so we're re-fortifying the lines right now. Grim, unfortunately, has absolutely nothing over here on his strong front. It has been completely wiped out by the Ex Machina. We are sitting at 12 units. Unfortunately, the HQ rush has failed. You hate to see it, love to defend against it, and it does look like Bold Badger is in a much better position now. However, things are not over yet. Or maybe they are. We don't know. But it does look like he's holding on with 16 units right now. The values are the same, though. Like, they're not really much different. Alright, Bold pulling back on his weak side, pushing up on his... Or pulling back on his strong side, pushing up on his weak side, because now we got the medium tank, double tank, triple battlecopters coming in. Let's see if anything can be done with that. Grim does still have the advantage over here when it comes to funds. We do have that 20 properties over 18 right now still. So not, it's, you know, it's possible he could still do something. Alright, moves his unit count up to 18. Building a nice little composition of units right now. Getting that value up. But Bold's just coming in, and he's going to start flipping some of those properties now. Retreating his line. Got a nice little straight line going over there. That's one of the issues with Amber Valley, is sometimes they can actually end up in a huge stalemate if you and your opponent don't really want to push. Now, I've had games where, unfortunately, it has gone to the 50 unit count and then just became an all-out slugfest. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Okay, let's just skip ahead here, because it looks like we're just repositioning our units. Bull Badger is definitely pulling ahead when it comes to units, though. Still 6 ahead. Value's a little bit lower, though. Now, it looks like we're shifting 2 medium tanks over here and quite a bit of our army over here. Looks like we're going to be thinking about doing that... whoa! Thinking about doing another HQ push. But then we have this massive push over here. Now, no attacks actually did happen during this little push, but you can see it's push. Now, I bet you can guess what he's probably thinking about doing. Ooh, does leave it in range of this battlecopter, though. However, that could have possibly just been a bait to hit it with the anti-air. Now, it does look like... Okay, so we're going to be pushing in with some of our units, taking a few hits. Shifting most of our battlecopters over. I don't really like the fact that the medium tank is going to be able to get first hit by this medium tank right here, especially being a Von Bolt one. Not the best thing you could do. However, if he does hit that medium tank, that is going to definitely force another black wave. Ooh. Oh, no, unfortunate. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks. Ooh, big hits, though, big hits. Alright, so doesn't push up into the line of death up there, but does actually hit these units that are out of position over here. So very nice. Shifts a few guys around, just keeping enough units over by his HQ to defend the property he just flipped. So very nice there. Getting another artillery on the field. Not too bad. Grimmy's still down by 10 units, though, which is not too great. But he is holding very well. Like, I got no complaints about his will to survive, that's for sure. Ooh, taking a nice little chunk that was about like 15, 16k out of the old wallet there. Ooh, and takes out the anti-air. This area is now completely undefended, except for this. Except for one. And this guy's coming out. But mostly undefended against these battle copters now. So I'm not sure if he anticipated that, but like, holy crap, that was brutal. Managed to get a big shift right there. And look at the units now. Oh boy, we're neck and neck almost. Now, if we can just keep some of our units alive right now, not go too crazy with it, you know, it is possible that Grim could like shift the tides here. Now, unfortunately, that medium tank was a throwaway. So I'm not sure what he attacked. I kind of missed that. But whatever he attacked, it was not worth losing the medium tank over. Ooh, not fearing the battlecopters at all. Definitely going up and taking the shots. Ooh. So we did manage to like flip it a little bit, but now it's looking a little bit bad again. Unfortunately. That Von Bolt defense is just playing a huge role in here, because those would have been KOs. They would have been KOs, but they're not. Because of Von Bolt. We didn't need to waste that hit. We could have did it with an infantry. Could have used this infantry, popped that. This infantry could have popped this guy, and we could have actually went and hit something else. Not a huge deal, though, you know. It's not like the end of the world. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. A pretty good counter. We got Bull Badger down in units now. But we all know we got the Ex Machina, though. It is hitting these medium tanks. It's gonna, yeah, ooh, powerful, painful stuff. You hate to see it. Yeah, no. Oh god. Yeah, they're just all sitting ducks right here. These units are just gonna come in and just start wiping the floor with them. Now that HQ is gonna be completely undefended. No, that's the unfortunate part about Ex Machina. You know, it's like, you really have to play around it. You have to like set up your Ex Machina baits, because at least if you can get the Ex Machina to hit somewhere that's not your front line, then it's perfect. But if it hits your front line, that's just way too much damage. Oh, and this positioning up here was like really not the best, unfortunately. We should have actually seen that the anti-air would have been a one-shot to this, leading up to the one-shot of the artillery. Now, I get it, because we definitely want to protect these cities here. But we're neck and neck right now. We have a little bit of a lead. What we really don't want to do is throw away our units, right? So losing two big units right there, not like a huge, not a good thing to happen, that's for sure. Black wave. Now we got another black wave sitting here at day 23 already. Oh boy, I thought this was going to be over in like 15 days with all those HQ rushes that were going on. But here we are, day 23, and still going at it. Now we haven't used a single super co-power. It's been all co-powers so far. Well, I mean, except for Ex Machina, for sure. That's a super co. But it's on the little bar, so technically it's co-power. But that's okay. Actually, in Dual Strike, it's a super co-power, so shut up, Mr. Cannon. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not looking good. That's it. That's it. After that Ex Machina hitting you just super hard right there. No, there's not going to be any coming back from that. We lost just way too much ground. Now, however, maybe didn't lose as much ground as he thought. But we did build the missile. It looks like he was pretty much just tired of attacking. Or tired of playing, maybe. That could have been the possibility there. But when you actually look at the playing field here, we only have the only units that are going to be able to do any damage here are the medium tank and the anti-air. Medium tank and the anti-air cannot take out the tank, all these units would have actually been able to clear this section. Now, when it comes to this push over here, we are doing a little bit better here. We would have definitely lost the medium tank next turn and lost a few more things, and that would have led to probably the map being tilted to about this position here. These two properties would have definitely been flipped in the next couple turns, but we would have actually won this section over here. So maybe the resign was a little bit too early from Grim Reaper. I think he was actually holding out pretty well. The Ex Machina definitely probably just demoralized him a bit. No, that's super unfortunate. But, you know, all in all, crazy game, that's for sure. We got 66 to 72 units built. And it does look like Grim managed to generate a few more funds in Bold Badger over the course of the map. Join a couple units here. Yeah. Deaths versus values, 43 to 43, 43 to 43. So there wasn't any difference in the amount of deaths either. So wow, that was a crazy game. Thank you very much, Bull Badger, for sending me that one, because like that was a blast to look at. That HQ rush stuff at the beginning was kind of like, it was amazing. You know, possibly with a few different moves, a few different positions, it might have actually been possible to get the HQs, but it might have just taken a little bit more planning. I think definitely maybe a little bit more planning, but it was a hell of a match and definitely super fun to watch. So I very much appreciate you sending that in. If anybody else has a replay they'd like me to take a look at, you can send me a replay link on Advanced Wars by Web to my account's name, Mr. Cannon. That's MR_CANNON. Send me a link and I'll definitely take a look at it and consider it. Just make sure to keep it clean and keep PG-13 in the comments there in your in-game messages, and I'll definitely take a look at it. I'm also going to leave a link in the description below where you can join Advanced Wars by Web today, play against people around the world, as well as the Discord for Advanced Wars by Web, and my own personal Discord, which is the Mr. Cannon's Advanced Wars by Web server Bad Strategies, or something along that line. Can't quite remember. But if you happen to join it, just say hi, and I'll say hi back. It'll be super fun. Alright, I guess that's probably going to be it. So if you haven't and you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.